What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Marty coming to you with another video. Here to talk about the brand new movie House Party. But before we get into that, if y'all could please leave a like and subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. Thank y'all for watching, and let's talk about it. So House Party is a remake from the original House Party starting Kid and Play, and I believe there was 3 of them in the franchise. I never had the chance to watch the original ones, but you know, I'm a LeBron fan, and so when I saw that he was producing this movie and also starred in it, I'm like, I gotta go watch it. And I gotta say, I actually enjoyed it. So it stars these 2 guys, Kev and Damon, and Damon is not how you say it because it has to be in the French way, so Damon. And Kev is struggling. He needs to pay for his daughter's schooling and he's just broke. And so they're both promoters. They were gonna throw a party, but then 3 guys kicked them out of the party after they put money into it. Damon was sleeping around or fooling around with those promoters or with those guys' sister, and Damon also stole her chain. So, you know, chaos ensues later on, but this is what the story revolves around. They're 2 cleaners and they clean celebrities' homes, and they were cleaning LeBron's home, and it was pretty cool how, you know, they find out it was LeBron's. Damon was in LeBron's trophy case, and he just noticed all these things. And it's funny, the little subtle jabs at LeBron, because obviously I'm sure LeBron knows what the haters talk about him online, and so there's guys like, come on, Cleveland, LA, Miami, come on bro, like pick a spot. And that's just like one example, but I really enjoyed this movie. Now it does have its problems for sure, but you know, for my entertainment, I really enjoyed what I saw on screen. And yeah, they decide to throw a house party. Damon goes to like all of LeBron's contacts, and so he invites everybody because they got to make all this money, you know, times 10 to support, you know, Kevin's daughter, and also just live a little lavish, because when they were at LeBron's house, they actually got fired from it as well. So, you know, they're just struggling promoters. There were some pretty cool cameos. I think the one who had not a pivotal role, but had the most screen time was Kid Cudi. Now, I guess in the story sense, it made sense to why, you know, Kid Cudi had to go or took the guys to a Illuminati party. And oh, sorry, you know, by the way, this is a spoiler. If y'all haven't already known how I talk, I like to just do spoilers because it's hard for me to talk, you know, without them. So the 3 guys that, you know, kicked out Damon and Kev and the guy's sister, they find a way to the party, to LeBron's mansion, and they find their way into LeBron's trophy case, and they actually steal LeBron's Cleveland championship ring. And so, you know, the 3 guys are freaking out, and Kid Cudi's in the background. I think this is already his 2nd scene. And he was like, you know, I can get you another one. You know, the Illuminati has like every, I think he says everything, or it has like every sports, you know, championship ring or whatever. And so, so the guys leave the party and they go into the Illuminati party, and it's, you know, basically a cult. And yeah, but at that time, you know, you're really leaving the party, the whole house party aspect, into this Illuminati death ring, because when they get outed out by Kid Cudi, they got to kill somebody. And I did not expect there to be a death scene, a brutal death scene. There was some guy was like, help me. It was gonna be a 2v2 match, but some guy was like, help me, or something like that, and then that guy's head gets cut off. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So they're fighting, they're about to die, but then Kid Cudi comes out of nowhere and kills both guys, and he's like, yeah, are you not entertained? And then he ends up being tripped by the guy who thought was dead, and then he ends up dying himself. And that gave, you know, the guys a chance to kill that other guy. So it was pretty crazy. It was funny because Kid Cudi was doing like some ninja stuff, and yeah, it made me chuckle for sure. And so Kid Cudi was like, oh, you know, they'll bring me back. You know, I'm the 4th Kid Cudi. It was just hilarious, man. And then when they're on the way back to the party, Kev was like, man, what the hell just happened? Which, I'm there with you, Kev. I'm there with you, because yeah, you really left the whole house party for a minute. I thought the whole house party aspect of it was really great. I loved all the music, and I think it nailed that in that aspect. Like, you know, they played many great songs that are playing right now on radio, and also some old school. And even just the score of it was, you know, it was really nice. And then, yeah, LeBron comes home. He ends up coming home early because they threw the house party, because on this calendar they said, or it showed that LeBron was on a 2-week meditation. And it's funny how, like, damn, you know, he must be stressed. They're asking him, like, you know, when did you get back? I thought you were on a 2-week meditation. And he was like, it only takes me a week to get it done. And then they're like, yeah, he's the GOAT. LeBron is pissed and he is going to call the cops, but the guys are like, no, no, please. And then Damon, was like, I'll play for it. Obviously if he loses, LeBron can call the cops. And so there was a nice little montage of them playing basketball, LeBron being LeBron, dunking, making jump shots. And it was funny too when LeBron was backing up Damon. He sees AD on the sideline, his teammate on the Lakers, and he's like, come on, AD, help me. And he's like, nah, I'm cool. And you can even see LeBron's face like, better not. But, it was cool. Obviously, LeBron wins. A quick talk about LeBron acting. So in this movie, he has to act as if he's pissed off because there are people in his house who threw a party. And so this acting was a lot believable than Space Jam. Now, I enjoyed Space Jam, I think mostly because of the Looney Tunes, and the animation was just so beautiful. And I have watched the original Space Jam with Michael Jordan. And that original Space Jam, Michael Jordan was able to be himself, I'm sure they gave him direction on what to say, what to do. But for the most part, MJ was himself. But in Space Jam with LeBron, they literally gave him a script to be a dick to his kid. And I remember seeing a couple of interviews saying, like, this is him, this is how he is. Well, honestly, I really don't think that's how he is, because from what we've seen, especially if you follow LeBron for, social media and, interviews, the NBA games, warm-ups, and after the locker rooms, like everything, wherever you see LeBron, he does not seem like a serious person. And so, yeah, the script was for him to be a dick to his kid. And I really hated his acting in Space Jam. It was just so bland and boring, and just, being a hater to his son. There was also another mention of Trainwreck, because when they're in LeBron's trophy room, his hologram of himself comes on and gives him compliments. Like, oh, your hairline is not big. Whoever says that is a hater. And like, oh, you handled the way to go to Miami perfectly. And Damon was like, nah, that's cap. But yeah, he mentions Trainwreck, that he was like the best actor. I don't know about the best actor, but he was damn good in that movie. If y'all have not seen Trainwreck, I suggest you do. It stars Bill Hader, Amy Schumer. LeBron is Bill Hader's best friend. John Cena's in it for a little bit. Like, everybody in that movie is just hilarious, including LeBron. But for the most part, LeBron is a good actor, especially if he's allowed to just be himself. Then he can shine, because he really is a charismatic person. It was funny, right before Kid Cudi died, he was there because he wanted to give a poem to LeBron James. And so, like I said, LeBron beat him on at basketball. LeBron calls the cops, and then LeBron goes on the piano, starts playing it, and he sees the note from Kid Cudi, and I guess that probably changed his mind, because he was able to give the police officers a talk and tell them to reduce Damon's sentence, which he does. They live on with their life. Kev has enough money to take his daughter to school. He moves in with the love of his life, Damon, and I believe both of them are actually party promoters, happy ending promoters, because their house party, which was called Off the Grid Part 2, was successful, and it definitely made some headlines. And so, yeah, for them, it was a big success, whether Damon went to jail. And you know what? I really enjoyed this movie. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and give this movie a 7.5, 7.5. I really enjoyed this movie. The two young actors were, phenomenal in their roles. I hope to see more of them, because especially Damon was more charismatic. And I really like the story. It's a simple story, just guys trying to, get money to have a house party. And the fact that they did on LeBron James' house was, it was a good time. It was nice to see LeBron, obviously my favorite player. The soundtrack was amazing. The score was amazing. And the cameos are really great. My Kid Cudi, one of my favorite rappers of all time. So it was really great to see him as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. It was really a good time. Y'all gonna have some laughs, because I found myself kind of laughing out hard a few times. And then I just went by myself, and it was a good time. Treat yourself to great things. It's like this great movie. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If y'all have stayed this far, please leave a like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, and thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.